5.2, probability and odds. An oil and vinegar salad is made up of 2 parts of oil to 1 part vinegar. So it's 2 to 1. So we have 2 oil for 1 vinegar. So what fraction of the oil, of the dressing is oil? Well, it's 2/3. So even though the odds were 2 to 1, it's not 1/2 oil, obviously. It's 2/3 oil. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show how probability relates to odds. Because sometimes people think odds and probability are the same, but they're not quite. Suppose that at the beginning of the regular CFL season, the Saskatchewan Roughriders are given a 25% chance of winning the Grey Cup. And of course, this is just a fake math. We know that the chances are always much higher than that. What are the odds? Okay, so first of all, what is the event in the situation described above? So the event is that they win the Red Cup. Express the probability this event will occur as a fraction. So we have a 25 out of 100 chance, 25% means that it will happen. The complement means not. That's what it means. So what's the chance they won't win? So this would, not win the cup. Riders in specific. The probability of this would be 75 over 100. Write the odds in favor of the Roughriders winning. And here we see what odds and favors. The ratio of the probability that event occur to the probability that will not occur, or the ratio of the number of favorable to the number of unfavorable. So we have to do a ratio of 25 to 100. 25 to 100 is to 75 to 100, and that's just 2 dots. Simplifying this, we can see 25 100ths. We can times both sides by 100 and just get 25 to 75. And can that be reduced, 25 to 75? Well, you can see that this is 3 times as much as that. So there's a 1 to 3 odds in favor of the Roughriders winning. The odds against is the exact opposite. We go 75 to 100 is to 25 over 100. Timesing both sides by 100, we get 75 to 25, or a 3 to 1 odds against. So there's a 1 to 3 chance, the odds are 1 to 3 that the Roughriders will win, and 3 to 1 that they are the odds against. Okay, odds you'll hear a lot in gambling, Sports Select, those types of gambling things, the odds. How are the odds in favor related to the odds against? 1 to 3, 3 to 1. How are those related? Okay, they are reciprocal. What does the probability of an event and the probability of its complement relate? So remember the probability, we said 25 and 75 over 100. How does the probability of event and the probability of its complement relate to the odds? Assuming that the denominators are the same, the odds can be represented as the ratio of the numerator. So remember we said that was like 25 is to 75. The first term represents the favorable and the second is the unfavorable. So we can take the probability, and then if the probabilities are both with the same denominator, then we can change it into a odd. How are the odds in favor of an event similar to its probability? How do they differ from its probability? The numerator of the probability is equal to the first term in the odds. So we go from 25 is the same as the numerator. The denominator is equal to the sum if we add them up, 25 plus 75. This is huge. Okay, so if I only gave you the odds of 25 to 75, I could tell you that the odds for the numerator is going to be the first one. I could tell you the probability from the odds. I take the first part of the odd, that's my numerator. I add 75 and 25, and I get my denominator. So my probability is 25%. So this is huge. From odds, we can go to probability. From probability, we can go to odds. And that's going to be what this section is about. Just the key ideas found in the last page in the chapter. Odds are expressed as a level of confidence about an occurrence of an event. The odds in favor are given by the ratio PA over PA dot, or P complement, or the ratio of it's going to happen to it's not happen. The simplified ratio of favorable outcomes to unfavorable. The odds against are opposite. The probability it's not going to happen to the probability it is going to happen. PA is the complement, where PA is equal to 1 minus PA. So the complement, the probability of the complement and the probability of an event, they always add to be 1. So the probability that the riders were going to win was 25%. They weren't going to win was 75%. It always adds to be 100, or 1%, which is 1, which represents 100%. If the odds in favor of an event A occurs are m to n, then the odds against it are nm. We turn it around, and this was that sum thing. If the odds are m to m, then the probability is m over m plus n. That's where we added those numbers, remember.